From Harlem streets to music's apex, the genesis of a mogul. Harlem, New York City, a breeding ground for dreams and despair. Sean John Combs, born in 1969, knew both sides of this coin. Raised in the rough-and-tumble streets, he yearned for a different life. Music became his escape. It pulsed through his veins. Combs's father, Melvin, was a hustler, deeply entrenched in the city's underbelly, but his life was tragically cut short. Gun violence claimed him when Combs was just 3 years old. This event cast a long shadow. It fueled a drive in Combs. His mother, Janice, worked tirelessly to provide for her family. Combs attended the prestigious Mount St. Michael Academy. Even as a young boy, Combs displayed a natural charisma and entrepreneurial spirit. He organized parties, sold newspapers, and hustled his way through life. Little did he know, destiny awaited him in the world of music. Uptown Records, where a star was born. Howard University, a breeding ground for black excellence, beckoned. Combs enrolled, eager to carve his own path. He dropped out after 2 years, set on conquering a different kind of stage. He landed an internship at Uptown Records, a move that would change his life. Uptown was at the forefront of hip-hop and R&B. Combs quickly rose through the ranks. He signed artists like Jodeci and Mary J. Blige, transforming them into global superstars. He craved the spotlight, the adrenaline rush of performing. He began rapping, adopting the stage name Puff Daddy. The notorious Big friendship, fame, and tragedy. Amidst the whirlwind of Uptown success, Puff Daddy encountered a young rapper with raw talent and a captivating flow. Christopher Wallace, better known as the Notorious Big. Their bond was instant, a potent mix of friendship and professional synergy. Puff Daddy saw in Biggie a reflection of his own hustle, his own hunger for success. He took him under his wing, nurturing his talent and propelling him to superstardom. Together, they created music that transcended genres, fusing hip-hop with soulful melodies and introspective lyrics. Their rise was meteoric. Biggie's debut album, Ready to Die, became an instant classic, cementing their status as hip-hop royalty. Puff Daddy, the mastermind behind the music, became a household name synonymous with success and excess. But tragedy struck on March 9, 1997. Biggie was gunned down in Los Angeles, a victim of the escalating East Coast-West Coast rivalry that plagued the music industry. Puff Daddy was devastated. His world turned upside down. A shooting at Club New York. The night everything changed. The death of Biggie cast a long shadow over Puff Daddy's life. He channeled his grief into his music, releasing the emotionally charged tribute, I'll Be Missing You. The song resonated with millions, becoming an anthem for loss and remembrance. But just as he was navigating his grief, another storm was brewing. On December 27, 1999, shots rang out at Club New York in Manhattan. Puff Daddy and his then-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, were present that night. Chaos erupted. 3 people were injured in the melee. Puff Daddy and Jennifer Lopez fled the scene, fear coursing through their veins. The incident thrust Puff Daddy into the center of a media firestorm. His name splashed across headlines for all the wrong reasons. He was arrested and charged with weapons possession and bribery. The prosecution alleged that Puff Daddy had attempted to bribe his driver to take the fall for a gun found in his car. The trial became a media spectacle, with every detail scrutinized and dissected. Section 5. The trial fighting for his freedom, facing the music industry's wrath. The trial was a grueling ordeal. Puff Daddy faced intense scrutiny, his every move watched and analyzed. The prosecution painted him as a reckless celebrity, above the law and willing to use his wealth and influence to evade justice. But Puff Daddy maintained his innocence. He insisted that he had no knowledge of the gun found in his car and that he had never attempted to bribe anyone. His defense team argued that he was a victim of circumstance, caught in the crossfire of a nightclub altercation. The trial dragged on for weeks, each day filled with dramatic testimony and legal maneuvering. The music industry watched with bated breath, the outcome of the trial holding the potential to make or break Puff Daddy's career. The jury deliberated for days, the weight of their decision heavy on their shoulders. Finally, they reached a verdict, not guilty on all charges. Puff Daddy was a free man, but his reputation had taken a significant hit. Section 6. The aftermath. Rebuilding an empire, battling the ghosts of the past. The acquittal brought a wave of relief, but the shadow of the trial lingered. Puff Daddy's public image was tarnished, his name forever linked to the shooting at Club New York. He was determined to rebuild his life and his career, but the road ahead would be challenging. He retreated from the spotlight, focusing on his family and his business ventures. He expanded his Sean John clothing line, transforming it into a global fashion empire. He launched a fragrance line, a restaurant chain, and a vodka brand, diversifying his portfolio and cementing his status as a business mogul. But the ghosts of the past continued to haunt him. He faced criticism for his lavish lifestyle, his opulent parties, and his seemingly endless pursuit of wealth and success. Some accused him of glorifying violence and materialism in his music, contributing to the very culture that had claimed the lives of his friends. Section 7. Sean Combs, A New Name, A New Beginning. In a bid to distance himself from the controversy of his past, Puff Daddy announced in 2001 that he was changing his name to P Diddy. The move was met with mixed reactions, with some praising his desire for a fresh start, and others dismissing it as a superficial attempt to escape accountability. The name change coincided with a shift in his musical direction. He embraced a more pop-oriented sound, collaborating with artists like Britney Spears and Usher. He continued to release successful albums, but his music no longer carried the same edge, the same raw energy that had defined his earlier work. He became increasingly involved in philanthropy, donating millions of dollars to charities supporting education, HIV/AIDS awareness, and Hurricane Katrina relief efforts. He launched the Citizen Change campaign, encouraging young people to vote and become active participants in the political process. Section 8. Expanding the empire from music to fashion and beyond. P. Diddy's entrepreneurial spirit continued to burn bright. He expanded his business empire, venturing into new and diverse industries. He acquired a stake in the TV network Fuse, launched a premium tequila brand, and invested in tech startups. He became a fixture on reality television, starring in the MTV series Making the Band, where he mentored aspiring musicians. He also appeared as a judge on the Fox dance competition show, The Four Battle for Stardom. His fashion empire continued to thrive. Sean John became a global lifestyle brand, encompassing menswear, womenswear, accessories, and fragrances. He received numerous accolades for his design work, including the prestigious Council of Fashion Designers of America Menswear Designer of the Year Award in 2004. Section 9. Philanthropy and activism, seeking redemption, giving back to the community. As P. Diddy's business empire grew, so too did his philanthropic endeavors. He established the Diddy Global Fund, a non-profit organization dedicated to combating poverty and empowering communities around the world. He donated millions of dollars to support educational initiatives, providing scholarships to underprivileged students and funding the construction of charter schools. He partnered with organizations fighting HIV/AIDS, raising awareness and advocating for increased funding for research and treatment. He became a vocal advocate for social justice, speaking out against police brutality and racial inequality. He used his platform to amplify the voices of marginalized communities, calling for systemic change and an end to discrimination. Section 10. Puff Diddy's legacy, music icon, business tycoon, controversial figure. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, one man, many names, a complex legacy. He is undoubtedly a music icon, his influence on hip-hop and R&B undeniable. He is a business titan, his entrepreneurial spirit leading him to conquer industries beyond music. But he remains a controversial figure, his past controversies casting a long shadow. The shooting at Club New York, the legal battles, the accusations of glorifying violence and materialism, these events continue to shape public perception of him. His philanthropic work and his advocacy for social justice demonstrate a desire for redemption, a commitment to using his platform for good. But the question remains, can one truly outrun their past? Section 11. The unanswered questions, can one truly escape their past? Puff Diddy's story is one of ambition, success, tragedy, and redemption. He rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry, amassing a fortune and leaving an indelible mark on music, fashion, and beyond. But his journey has been fraught with challenges and controversies. The violent deaths of his friends, the legal troubles, the accusations of excess and moral ambiguity, these events have shaped his narrative and continue to spark debate. As he enters a new chapter in his life, the question remains, can one truly escape their past? Can Puff Diddy, the man who once seemed invincible, find peace and reconciliation with his own history? Only time will tell how his story will ultimately unfold. But one thing is certain: Puff Diddy's impact on the world will continue to be felt for generations to come.